So, let me tell you about the story of a video that's never being released because there's too many swastikas. And if you think I'm joking, I am not. Here is the very concerning story of me finding apartheid Linux. And the general idea of me wanting to test it. So let's real quickly move my camera back to the corner. Cornered. And let's turn on screen. Of course, I'm doing this on one screen, mind you, because still my other laptop monitor is broken. I found this, right? And I actually shared this. Well, fuck, this exists. That was actually me. And I'm genuinely concerned that this exists. And I tried going to a private tab so it wouldn't be cached in my history. But long story short, I found the download, right? I did delete it. I did delete the download. No longer on my boxes. See, I only have Android and Solus right now up. And right now, I have to say I've never been as surprised as I was when I found this distro. I have never been more surprised in my life to find this. And nor am I proud of my skin color anymore because this fucking exists. Here's the thing. Before you say anything, like say, hey, conservative or liberal, first off, I'm going to say something. Before you make me pick a side, I am a libertarian. So, don't make me pick a side between liberal and conservative because I don't agree with either. But the matter of fact is, this exists. And I highly discourage anyone using it. It is the worst distro I've ever seen. It is the worst distro I'll ever see. And here's why. Sure, there's Satanist Ubuntu. It's a lie, okay? Satanists are not like that. I actually, fun fact, was a Satanist. Different kind. If you talk to me about Satanism, I disagree with a lot of terms in Satanism. So just mind that. But it is going to be the worst, not because of design. Well, actually, because of design, because of what's auto-installed, because of the imagery, because of the history, just because it exists. Seriously, I'm not joking when I say apartheid Linux. And I actually mean this. This is an actual Linux distro. Again, a Linux distro called apartheid Linux that exists in our world to spread racism or for your racist needs. Actually, on the website I wanted to get a download from, it said, for blah, 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 for all your racist needs, whatever those might be. And I was amazed about how god awful and scary it was. Like, there's scary, and then there's scary. Like, there's horror movie scary, and there's scary as in real world scary. There's Slenderman scary. There's Donald Trump scary. If you find Donald Trump scary. He's taller than me, so I'm scared of him. But the thing is, I am still amazed that this exists. And I almost did a video on it. I was this close to uploading it. I actually had it all recorded. I decided not to upload it. Because of the imagery, because of the racism, because of the bigotry. It was not just a bad situation for me, it was a bad situation for Linux in general. The fact that this exists kind of makes me slightly against some areas of Linux. Still going to use Linux. It's still an okay operating system family. I like BSD more, but there's like 0% compatibility with any of the apps I want to use. Other than that, terrible OS. God damn, like, most of the time, if you saw that video, I'd be like, I'm not joking, I would be like, what the fuck? That's how I acted half the time. I was never really exposed to white nationalism. I was never really exposed to the idea. And this scares me. I fear no man. But that thing, it scares me. So, I'm trying to push this one to the 10-minute mark, but I'm also at the same point, like, just lost for words. And I want to end this video, upload it, and say, here's why I decided not to do my top 10 worst. And fun fact, it's actually on the top 10 same list where Ubuntu and Zorin and Gentoo are listed. But, and Debian. Debian's also on that list. Debian, sorry, my bad. Debian. Apartheid Linux is still at the top. Number 1, and it was the first thing I saw, and it was the first thing that scared me online in a long while. Like, I have no idea how genuine my horror was. And the reason was, I don't know how much was suppressed from my thoughts. I was genuinely terrified that this kind of imagery was there and just all over this OS. This was not okay for me. This actually scared me to the point where I'm like, I want to isolate. I don't want to talk to anybody, and I have a problem with that, by the way. But it scared me to the point where I'm like, the fuck is this? The fuck is humanity? Here are the 3 reasons I didn't do it. And these are the only 3 reasons I will never do it. 1, white nationalism caused hundreds of deaths to date, if not thousands. I haven't really done the research into white nationalism and what it's caused, because it's something I will let other people deal with. And I'll remember that white nationalism is a terrible thing, but not really okay with it. 2, the imagery would have got my channel deleted instantly. I would have been labeled as a white nationalist by YouTube's algorithm. I didn't want that. I think the 5LT channel deserved better. And the first one, the number 1 reason I didn't want to do it, and this trumps all the other reasons by at least 1,000. We shouldn't give these people recognition or show them off to the universe. Show off what they've made. I was at a genuine loss for words. This is a distro you can't go just hunting down on distro watch, by the way. Like, I'm looking right now, not there. I'm not joking, it's on distro watch. It's so awful. It's so genuinely scary. I have a screwdriver because I was messing around with one 3DS case. Now I took it apart for this. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to say I couldn't upload today. I was just thinking, this would make a really good clickbait video to get a few extra views. Maybe no one really care. Say, the worst Linux distro. Like, here's what I was actually going to title it, right? The worst Linux distro ever? The most racist Linux distro? Something like that. The worst and most racist Linux distro? Question mark, exclamation mark? But I didn't upload it. I felt it would be disrespectful, not to the whites, but to everyone. It would just be disrespectful for anyone with a brain and a belly size less than, like, someone less than 3,000 pounds. So, and yes, I called white supremacists fat. What are you gonna do? I'm still genuinely lost. I genuinely wanted to upload it at first before I tested it and saw how god awful and scary it was. It was deleted from my computer for a very good reason. I usually don't empty my trash, but I made sure just to do it for this ISO. Am I proud for testing it? No. Am I proud for wanting to upload it? I'm not proud for my first thoughts, but I'm proud that I decided not to. Because this kind of stuff is not okay, and the Linux community agrees. This is the #1 worst and the #1 most terrible distro of all time. No matter how glitchy Ubuntu is at times, no matter how hard it is to get things working on Fedora, no matter how often I got frustrated trying to figure out how Triskel Sugar was. Mind you, I thought that was the worst Linux distro. I thought Triskel Sugar was the worst. And now it's put on the list of the best, in my opinion, just because of this single distro. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it. If you want to see it, I can re-record, I guess, but I don't understand why you would want to see it. I was going to abuse this distro for clickbait. I felt like it was a bad idea. So I'm just going to leave this video here and give my final thought. This distro has got me lost for got me a loss for words for how much I hate humanity again. So listen. To the creators of Apartheid Linux, fuck you. I can't do the middle finger because, you know, YouTube. But honestly, I want to go no filter here. Fuck you, you little shits. You racist little cunts. Why did you do it? Why? It's dumb. It's not great. It literally will terrify the person using it. if I were to monetize any of my content, this is the only video. If I don't find any more racist, bigoted, or just flat out bad distros, this is the only video to not be monetized. Because at this point, I refuse to do that for money. This OS was just so scary and just so depressing for me. Not even I would have used it for money. I hope you all had something learned. I hope you learned something about the world. Not about Linux, but about the world. Because, sure, Linux gave them a place to talk, but so does Discord, so does Skype, so don't say Skype's any better. So does YouTube, so does Facebook, so does every other social media platform. So, at this point, I have to say, people are dumb. And personally, I wouldn't classify a racist as a person. If I could scientifically change something, I would say racists are a whole different thing from humans. They're not Homo sapiens, they are Neanderthals, at best. I'm not okay. I'm not padding this out for time. I'm genuinely trying to get my ideas across. It's at the point where I'm like, I want to share details, and I want to share everything, but I can't. It scares me that this exists. So I hope you learned something today, guys. I'm actually going to end it here. Have a good day, and stay away from this operating system. Don't even look it up. It's honestly terrifying that this exists. So please, don't be racist. Don't be a bigot. And also, be kind, be peaceful, be awesome. Have a wonderful day if you can. I'm not, because of this damn OS.